YouTube again, right here, as I said in the last video, the Malik Aaron, and before I review yet another Saw movie, and now some of you might be thinking, why so many Saw movies? Well, good news is we're more than halfway there. After this, we'll only have, including the new Jigsaw movie, 3 more movies of this series to go through. And then that'll be the 1st, the 7th, and now the 8th. Before we get to that, I actually saw a movie in theaters. It's been a whole month. And the movie I saw wasn't Kingsman 2, wasn't Lego Ninjago, wasn't even Blade Runner 2049, it wasn't even Mother. It was Happy Death Day. Yeah, I know that would disappoint some of you that I pick Happy Death Day over Blade Runner. It kind of disappoints me too, but you need to realize Blade Runner is 2 hours and 40 minutes long. That's a long time. And also, I've heard the movie's very slow, so those over 2.5 hours might feel like 5 hours to some people. Yeah, because I have to do a lot of stuff in a day, and I don't think I'll have time. I'll probably buy on DVD when I can, then I'll watch it. But I saw Happy Death Day instead. And for Happy Death Day, the plot is, well, think of Groundhog Day with Bill Murray mixed with Scream. That's Happy Death Day in a nutshell. But the real plot is that you have this, you have our main character, I believe it's Tess. Yes, Tess. If I'm wrong, then leave it in the comments. You can tell me what her name is in the movie, so I forgot. But, you know, she's in college. You know, she's having a usual day. She woke up in a dorm room with this dude. Where she doesn't even know his name. Well, not until later, until after she dies many times. But, having a normal day, meeting the usual people, her sorority girls, and she's going to a party, but then she sees a little music box right under a bridge, which doesn't sound suspicious, doesn't look suspicious at all. You know, I'm sure of that. Then she sees the just straight up creepy mask of this killer. It's like a baby. And I'm just like, why is it that? And it turns out that her college, that's I guess the mascot. If that's her mascot, then I don't want to go anywhere near that college. So, killer, kills her. Then she wakes up. She's having deja vu. Everything's happening again in the same way, the same order. And then, she's wondering, she decides to go to the party this time. And she's about to go, I guess you could say, hook up with a guy. But then, guy gets killed. And then, she gets killed again. And then she wakes up. She realizes something is seriously not right. She's, instead of going to the party or going outside, she locks herself in her room. But turns out, the killer kills her in her room. She dies again. Then she wakes up. She's all freaking out. She doesn't know what's going on. And, she realizes that she basically has an unlimited amount of lives. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you know the plot. But she has an unlimited amount of lives to figure out who this killer is. And, if she can figure it out, the cycle will be broken. Supposedly. And then she tries, and she gets killed and killed again. She has a little suspect list. We have the whole montage of her dying and waking up and dying and waking up and dying and waking up, etc. and then while like she just doesn't care. Like she just goes. There was one point she literally just goes out like I think you've seen in the trailer too. Just completely in the nude, and everyone's just staring. All the guys are just like their just jaws dropped, like. And I honestly I laughed when I saw that. I was just like, well, I mean, if you're gonna live the same day over and over, I guess do what you want. I mean, I guess. I mean, as long as you don't find out who your killer is, there's not going to be any consequences. So yeah, there's also. I'm not going to spoil the rest of the movie because that would be terrible of me to do. So what do I think of Happy Death Day? Well, it was fun. I thought it was going to be fun from the trailer, and that's exactly what I got. I got some good old fun. And, I mean, like, the main actress, she's really, really good. You think, because this is, like, a teen horror movie, sort of, they're not going to take it that seriously. No, man, she brings it. She brings 100% dedication. I'm just like, good job. Hope you get more work. And she probably will get more work because this movie is doing really well at the box office. It was #1 on Friday, which was Friday the 13th, which is pretty obvious why it did well. Now it's going to be #1. And it's beating Blade Runner 2049 to a pulp. How depressing is that? So, and some of the deaths, especially like you've seen the trailer, like the killer causes her to die, like when she's in a car. Instead of using like a match or a lighter, he uses a birthday candle to light up gas, and then that gas travels to her car and explodes. I'm just like, bravo, great job. That must have been fun to, I guess it was just like, in these type of movies, you could think of like fun ways, how she would die. That has to be a pretty fun job. But that's pretty much it about Happy Death Day. Out of 10, I would give it overall 7. I give it a 7 personally. And it's a solid movie. I mean, if you want a solid horror movie, if you want something simple or effective, well, not simple and effective, just simple and easy to watch, and because it's PG-13, there's not a whole lot of blood, then you'll have a good time. I know I did. So yeah, that's Happy Death Day, 7 out of 10. Now the Saw. We're doing Saw 6. Saw 6. So this takes place after Saw 5. So Strom from Saw 5 is dead. He gets killed when the walls just crush. The walls are closing in and like they just crush him to death. And the Hoffman, is like in the glass coffin. Survives. And it's like a big old button, like, in the outside of the room, where, the walls, open up, and then you just see a nasty, nasty looking carcass of Strom. But then, you see Hoffman looking at something. You think he's just looking at at the ceiling, saying, like, there's no way he would escape. But but he's actually looking at something else, so I'll tell you later. But we have to get to the opening trap. The most entertaining opening trap in this whole series. Only tied with the next movie's Saw 7's opening trap, which was also pretty good. So this one consists of 2, business people. And, they steal from people. Well, they don't steal. they're like predators. And Jason says, like, for you predators, you will become the prey. So what they have to do, they have like a bunch of instruments, like knives and whatnot. They have to cut enough flesh from themselves and put it on a scale. Whoever has the most flesh on the scale wins. Whoever loses, they have a drill. They have like little screws in their head, and those screws will go in and kill them. And so you just see these two. They are just. You just see them in pain. I mean, like the female, the chick. She is just like, ugh. She went up against a fat guy, and that is. That's a real disadvantage. And then she realizes, I need to get something. She decides to cut off her arm. And like the way she does it with like a meat cleaver, where she just chops and chops and chops. And the look on her face is just priceless. It is hysterical. I mean, like, you have to watch it for yourself, because it is, it's funny. But she wins, but her co-worker dies. And so, you know, the plot progresses, sadly. And we meet our next victim, who will be a part of a series of traps. His name is, I believe it's Ethan. Or not Ethan. Forget his name. It's terrible. But his name's William. There it is. I was wondering where it was. His name's William. He's like a part of a organization called Umbrella, which doesn't mean anything bad will happen. I mean, honestly, Umbrella means all happy things. It doesn't mean, death or anything bad. Well, I don't know why I have that. But, he works as an organization for healthcare, because healthcare was so big during this time. And it still is now, but I don't want to get into it, because, So then he gets kidnapped. And, now, he's in this trap. And he's doing like a little breathing trap along with one of his, co-workers, who is a smoker. Gee, I wonder who's gonna win. So, and the way you win this trap is that, whoever, it's basically a breathing contest. Whoever breathes the least wins. Whoever does, their stomach and chest will crush and implode. And of course the smoker dies, because, come on now. So the next trap William has to deal with, he has two of his co-workers. They're like hanged by barbed wire, and he must choose between which one will live. One of them has a family, the other does not. Who will win? If you're guessing the person with the family, of course they win. Come on. So you choose an old lady instead of like a young dude. What? Okay, sure. Why not? Next trap. One of his co-workers, she's in like has to go through like a little maze, but there's steam everywhere. So he has to put steam on himself, which, honestly, when you think about it, is actually pretty avoidable. Couldn't he just like put his like shirt? Personally, if you have a steam pipe right there, I will put something in it. That way it won't affect me as much. But of course he doesn't, because this is a horror movie and everyone has the brain cells has the IQ of a carrot. So, his co-worker, she gets to the maze, and then they realize there's a key in order to get her out of this little trap. And this trap, there's a little spike The time runs out. Spike goes right through her head, right through her brain, and she's dead. And then she finds out that the key she needs is inside of William. It's like his little right here. And then she fights him for it, but she fails, and she dies again. And then the final trap, the carousel trap, where you have 6, get it? Because it saw 6. How clever of them. I bet the people who make this were real proud of themselves. So yeah, they're riding a carousel where there's a shotgun right there, and it'll go by each one, and it'll load up and fire. But in order to save, you must save 2 people out of the 6. So 4 of them are going to die. Which means, even if he saves people, he's still killing people. Technically. So that's pretty... Ooh, that's pretty rough for him. And he has to like press a button, but like the little thing will go through his hand every time he does it. And then the scene, like... That's actually a really good trap. It's one of the best traps this series has ever had. At least top 5 in terms of traps. It was very well thought out and well done. So after that, William, he goes to his sister. It turns out there's like a mother and her son there. And they find out the reason why he's there is because he basically killed somebody. Like, he wouldn't give you, I think, insurance? Or, like, he wouldn't give him, like, the stuff he needs, to live, or, like, health insurance. And he dies. So the mother and son are there, trapped with them, and Jigsaw, turns out, this wasn't William's game after all. It was the mother and son's. And, like, there's a lever, and it has, like, a bunch of acid. And just a bunch, and it's in the ceiling, there's just a bunch of needles. And you're wondering what's going to happen. And, well, the mother, at first she wants to do it, but then she hesitates and doesn't do it. But her son does. And then those needles go straight in his back and fill with acid and kill him quite horribly. Then the other plot, sadly, we have Hoffman dealing with, Jill, Jigsaw's wife, and that he eventually finds out that his colleagues, because he's still a detective, his colleagues figure out that he's done some shady stuff because he uses Strom's hand from the ceiling in order to put fingerprints on everything, but they know, wait a minute, that's not true. He was dead. How is that possible? And then they have like a little voice, I guess a voice synthesizer, where it figures out what the voice is. Then they find out it's Hoffman, but Hoffman kills all of them very brutally. And then he escapes. He thinks he's won, but Jill comes in and gets him, puts him in a trap. The reverse bear trap 2.0. It's a new version of it. Puts him in. You think he's gonna die, but he survives. Again, the second person to survive this trap. First it was Amanda, now it's Hoffman. And that's how the movie ends. And what do I think of Saw 6? Honestly, some of you might hate this, some of you might like it, but I think it's the best movie in the series. Honestly, it has everything I want in a Saw movie. It has enough traps to satisfy. Some of the traps are really thought out and well done, well executed. And I can just follow along with the plot. It's not as convoluted a twist as some of the others. And the original is also really good. I don't know, I guess I just like the traps. That's why I fell in love with the series. It's mainly because of the traps. So Saw 6 had enough of traps to satisfy me. And some decent characters. No one was awful except maybe Jill, because Tobin Bell's still there because he needs those paychecks, I guess. And plus, he's been involved with the series since the beginning, so it only makes sense. But yeah, Saw 6. What will I give Saw 6? Well, I'm going to give it a 6 out of... No. That's a little too low. 7 out of 10. You thought I was going to give it 6 because of Saw 6. Nope. That's not the case. 7 out of 10. Because I was highly entertained by it. And I had enough of everything. And besides, like, in terms of reviews, it's actually the second best Saw movie in the entire series. Only behind the first one. But personally, I think this one's just slightly more interesting and entertaining than Saw 1. So 7 out of 10. If you're a Saw fan, highly recommend it. Well, you're going to have to see 5, and then 4, and then 3, and then 2 to understand it. And 1. You have to watch all the movies to understand it. Because if you go into one of these movies blind, you will be confused. You will have no idea what's going on. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. But, if you want to see the best, in my opinion, the best Saw movie, I suggest 6. So that is Saw 6. Now, match time, I guess, is going to be RVD against Vince McMahon. He just doesn't want to leave this show. He wants to be involved in everything. So that match, because Vince McMahon ordered an open challenge, and he should know more than anyone, you do not do that. Because it's not going to end well for you. So now he's got to fight RVD. And we'll get to that right now.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for a Royal Rumble with RVD. Yeah, let's go.
Vince, you realize the Rumble's a couple weeks from now, right?
I don't care. I'm ready right now.
Besides, he won't do a sneak attack on me. Oh, well, you're wrong, Vince. Oh, RV with those kicks. Oh, ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Dang. And RVD is going right after Vince. This is what you get for killing ECW. Oh, not once but twice. Oh, and not letting me beat Triple H with the world title. Oh, RVD taking out all his frustrations on Vince. Oh, Vince has just gotten 0 offense. Oh, right to the back. And you dropped him, RVD. Way to go. What's done to Vince now? Vince. Oh! Broke Vince's neck. What was RVD doing now? Oh, powerbomb. Oh. And Vince is just dead. Here I go! Woo-hoo! Oh, frog splash. It's gotta be over. Count it, man. Count it. Alright. See ya. 1, 2, 3. Wait. What happened? I'm back. No. You need to stop. You need to go away right now.
Are you kidding me? I'm like a disease. I'll never go away. And RVD, you will fall.
Oh my gosh. Man, that's cringe.
Now you will see Sister Abigail, who I am true, who... Because Sister Abigail, you know who she really is? Me. Because that is who I am.
Oh, Sister Abigail. Right to that turnbuckle. Oh.
Vince, you shall win this war. No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3. This is. I hate this so much. Yeah, ECW will be dead forever and ever. Yeah, because I am Vince McMahon. I am truly the greatest thing in existence. I am a god. Wait, I thought I was a god. I'm the eater of worlds, Vince. You know, neither of you are a god because 1, you lose all the time, and 2, you're insane. Exactly. That's because I'm Vinnie Mac, the greatest thing of all time. Now I'm gonna do a victory dance. Oh yeah. Yeah, ECW could die. It could go straight down to the abyss. Yeah, so could WCW. Yeah, all those losers who call themselves stars, they're nothing compared to Vinnie Mac. Yeah. Wow, way to insult all those hardworking wrestlers just because they weren't created by you. You're terrible, Vince. You're really bad. So what's the next review? It's gonna be a superhero movie. Which one? Spider-Man. I thought we did all those. Well, no. We're doing the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Oh. Ugh. Those make me sick. My stomach. I hated that Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. He was just so... Ugh. He wasn't a nerd. He was a punk. That's what he is. Reminds me of that CM Punk, how he walked down on me. I hate him. That's what he reminds me of. Well, yeah, we're doing the first Amazing Spider-Man. You know what? Whatever. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and I guess you can watch for more of me. This crazy guy, Bray Wyatt, and this loser, this ECW waste of space, RVD. And once again, me, and we are out. Yeah, Vince McMahon.